Hello everyone, Saint here, Legacy Futures Trading Group for VanLife Day Traders. I have two news for you, a good one and a bad one. Well, not a bad one, but so we took a trade today here. I'm just gonna put it here. Okay, really awesome. We grabbed 15 points times 2, that's 30 times 2, that's $600 in possible profits. But this video is not about trading. It's not about it is about trading, of course. It's not about this trade. Actually, this trade was in simulation, so I don't have any profits for today so far. I took a trade last night, but anyway. We're gonna be talking about high probability trades and lucky trades. Okay? This was a great lucky trade. But in the video you're gonna learn why, if I had everything in the setup, we have a move to the upside, we have a resistance on here, and then we have a push to the upside. Really awesome trade setup, but there was something to it that I didn't like, and I'm gonna show you in the video. You're gonna hear the whole explanation, and you're gonna see why there's a difference into looking for high probability trades or getting lucky trades. Okay, let me know what you think before you watch the video. This is something you consider, or well. So yeah, enjoy the video and subscribe, like, share. Cheers. Alrighty guys, 9:36 in the morning Eastern Standard Time, Tuesday, June 10th, 2025. Market just opened, and yeah, I was making my I usually, well, I'm not gonna say I don't, because I have done it. Trade the opening or before the opening, and curious thing we have here, when I analyze the 15-minute, let's say I haven't looked at anything else. We have a nice potential
order submitted.
I am going to, we have an entry level, and I'm doing this in sim, I hope.
Order filled.
Okay, simulation. Yeah, I don't wanna be in this mess. And I'll show you after whatever happens, I will show you why I am not trading this setup. Okay, and the dangers of using just the fibs. Oh, Fibonacci, we have a low, we have a high, then we have a market bouncing off that support zone. Well, it should reach that resistance zone, and we grab the fib, we take the low, we take the high, we have support here, but market bouncing off that. We have support here, which I've told you is a weaker level of support. We have entry level. We have market retesting this resistance zone. So everything is falling into place except one thing. And let's talk about that after I close this trade. It should have closed this trade already. I have 20 points right there, but this is a simulation, so I just wanted to show you what I am thinking that could happen and why I am not trading this setup. Actually, it went pretty good.
Target filled.
Okay. I mean, that's a great trade, but I didn't like it. Well, Ra, you didn't like it, but it has everything. It has everything. Like the legacy futures trading strategy, we have market bouncing off a big support zone, support target zone, FOB, market bouncing, moving really nicely to the upside. Okay, push to the upside, retracement, push to the upside, retracement, continuation to the upside. Perhaps that would have been a good trade. The thing is, and this, you might know this or this might blow your mind, actually. But I'm not gonna do the buy, sell, profit, whatever, because that was a simulation trade. And that was not what I wanted to show you guys today. But I'm gonna show you anyway. So we're looking, we talked about chart correlations a few videos ago. And here, if we go to higher time frames, let's say the daily chart. Let's say the weekly chart. Okay. We have in the weekly chart, I think it's clearer on the daily chart. Okay, I apologize for all the, okay, we have here, we have a high, okay, and remember I said I don't use trending channels, I use them as a reference. Well, we have here, we have a high, no, that's not it, this is it, I'm sorry. Yeah, there's a few highs here. We have this high, we have the recent high, and then we throw a trend line up, and look how market respected that trending channel, from that high to this high bounce, swap, now to this high, and it bounced right back again. I am not saying that today will be a red market, but this is a big red flag. Red flag. Red flag. Red flag. You get the idea. And the pole. Okay. Big red flag. Market could keep on going. Yes, of course. Check out the resistance zone we had yesterday here. And if you extend that, no, that was today. I drew that today. Yeah. So that's why I say, you know what? The market right now is bullish, but it's a weak bullish. Weak as in not a strong bullish. Okay, and that's some of the things to consider. Not only what am I seeing in the chart, but what's going on higher time frames. I think that the probability of a sell setup is big. It's higher, but I ain't doing anything yet because I yet have to see. Let's go to 1 hour. Okay. Wait. Oh, why are you doing that? Because there we go. Okay. Because we have here this candle, we have a lot of indecision. Okay. We do have a potential sell. Remember, the higher the time frame, the stronger the setup. We have here a resistance zone where I don't see the values here. Okay, here. And then we have a support zone way down here. Huge support zone. So I am more interested in this setup than in the 50-minute setup we were looking at to the upside. We have here, let me erase all of these small zones. Market could still reach that target, but the thing is, I don't like it. And if you don't like it, stay out or be very careful. We have here market broke the previous high, market broke the previous low, and that for me means indecision. Bulls trying to push up, we're gonna keep doing highs, and bears are saying, wait, market reached an important resistance zone. Now let's drive the ship, let's sink the ship. So there are the only high impact news we have, and it says medium impact. Where are you? I closed the tab. Is President Trump speaking at 4 in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time, and every time that he opens his mouth, I don't like him or dislike him. It's just how things work. The market moves hugely to either side, and I would rather wait, okay, for this candle to close. I always like, usually around 10, we might look for a setup, which is only 40 minutes away, and in the afternoon, after seeing what has been going on to the market. But right now there's nothing to do here. We have a consolidation, okay, higher high, lower low. We had here a higher low that they were trying to push, and they might break that low, but right now, I mean, this candle here, that means trouble. That means stay out. You could be lucky, like the trade we took earlier, or you could go to lower time frames. I do not recommend you going to lower time frames, but at the end, you're an adult and you know what you're doing, or you're supposed to know what you're doing. So, and if it works for you, I mean, some people, why is this not working now? Some people thrive in and do awesome scalping 1 minute charts, and that's okay. But that's not my strategy, so I try to stay away from that, unless I see in major time frames that I see a clear setup. And right now, you saw on the daily, we hit a big resistance zone, and on the we saw one daily chart hitting a strong resistance level. Pop. We saw in the 2-hour chart we saw market, we saw higher highs and lower lows in the session. This is how I analyze the market, okay? I'm giving you everything. And number 3, what was number 3? Oh, 15 minute. También doing 15 minutes. We have 75 and 15 and 75. That's 60-point range. 60 points up and down. So is this market tradable? Of course it is. I mean, 60 points is huge. We now have an opening, an entry here, 52, and it's given 20 points already. The question is, do you want high probability? That's what I'm gonna name this. High probability versus getting lucky, a lucky trade, or lucky profits. Okay, that should be the lesson here. At least that's what I'm trying to teach you guys about. Yes, we can be profitable. I remember I had 2 students. They were good friends of mine, and he was very methodical and he learned everything as I told him to, and she was more trigger happy, and she would just enter the market at the opening, buying, selling, and she was making money. And one day she told me, like, Ra, I'm kind of disappointed that you are not proud of me. I have made this week X amount of dollars. I don't even remember. That was a few years ago. And I told him, because you're an irresponsible student. She was like, what? And I'm like, even a monkey could have made those profits, because market was on a streak. Market was just going up and up and up and up and up. It was crazy. Every day you didn't have to even to look at the chart. You just hit the buy button, wait a few minutes, and close, and you will have profits. So eventually they ended up not trading, because of course you at the end, luck, you're gonna run out of luck. So today's trade, yeah, I could have said, hey, we made how much was that? 60 points. And 3 to exit. 30 points, $600. And oh yeah, that's awesome. That's great. That's wonderful. What if I had bought the market before I did, and market just went towards this entry level? Or what if I make the analysis, I don't have anything other to trade from, and well, They hit we have a major entry level there. Ra thinks today is gonna be red, or it might be red, or it's highly probable that it's red. So we're going to sell, and then boom. And I mentioned this because when I was learning how to trade, I know how traders think, and I try to think the opposite. I try to look at the worst that could happen, and it does happen. I mean, don't get me wrong. You've seen some of my bad trades that they're really bad, but this is something we need to. You should try to avoid. Okay, trying to get lucky, or I lost X amount of points, now I'm gonna revenge trading, because this at the end you're never gonna win having lucky profits. You could have a great day, yeah, but focus on high probability trades. This was a great trade, but was it a high probability trade? No. And I'm gonna leave you with that. I don't like what I am seeing right now. I might keep watching the market, but I'd rather use my time doing other stuff and then coming back. I'm always looking at the market. If I'm on the road, I have my computer. If I'm driving, I'm looking at my every 15-30 minutes, maybe even every hour. I look at the market and I say, well, we might have a setup. Then I'll jump into my computer, but right now there's nothing to do. Maybe after 2, if they decide to make this a red day, then I need to see a proper setup. Okay, we have the setup in the 2-hour chart. We saw that 2-hour chart. Nice probable setup. We have a high, we have a low, we have a potential lower high, and then we just need market to start moving to the downside. There is plenty of room here. Okay, I am not gonna hurry to jump in. That's why the trading plan and the trading goals are so important. I need to make 300 points. I want to make 300 points. Well, you might then have higher risk. But we'll be back in the afternoon, and I'll do another. I might. I don't want to promise anything. I might do another session, and let's see what happens with the analysis that I make. Remember, I'm not saying that's what's gonna happen. I'm not saying I am right or wrong. I'm just showing you guys how I analyze the market. The same things that I used to, the same things that I teach my students. I'm giving you that so you can be better traders. Okay, my focus on life now it's other things. Like serving the God, that's the most important thing. So thank you, Lord, for another wonderful day, and let me know in the comments, okay, if you understand what I am talking here, if you have no idea what I'm doing, if you had this happen before, and I'll see you again in the afternoon. Comment, share, subscribe, so others can learn, okay, or at least take this free advice on when to avoid getting into the market. And yeah, we'll be back. You have a great one. Catch him.